Right, we're going to talk now about what to actually put into our host packs, and host packs are very important for a successful workshop, party, what you may call it, we call it workshop. Okay, so to begin with, at every workshop that you attend or event, you always need spare copies of your host packs, and I always have 4 to hand, already made up, so it's all there to hand over to people there and then, because we don't want to be paying postage. Right, so what we start with is obviously a container of some sort to put all that information into. Here I have a lovely little plastic wallet. Some people use envelopes, other people use the actual spa bags that are supplied with the products. Up to you, but it's nice to keep it all contained. Let me just open up what I have in front of me now, the pack. So we start with, first of all, the actual covering letter that we have here. You can find this obviously on downloads and obviously on the website on the downloads as well. Within this letter, it will actually cover the contents of the host pack. So it's just a quick rundown for the actual host to see what we have there. It has 3 brochures, 25 confirmation invites, guest treat lists, 5 outside order forms, and the exclusive hostess gifts and offers. Okay, so it's all written down there for you in the first case. Make sure, obviously, that you put your details at the top and your beautiful signature at the bottom. Okay, so that is, of course, the forefront letter to have. The next thing we have in the pack is the My Treat list. Now, this is what we advise the hosts to put down here, any products that they may wish to purchase on the evening or day of their workshop. Now, when we say purchase, we do hope that we get them the free products, but if they list it down here, we make sure they get everything that they wish to have. So it's very important that we advise the hosts to look through the brochure beforehand and write everything down there on their treat list. The next information we have here is the guest list. Obviously very important, because this is the page where all the hosts write down everybody they can think of to come along to their workshop, to their event, and attending down the side, they obviously write yes or no, whether they're attending. Obviously we want to see lots of yeses, so it's very key that we do actually ask our hosts to fill this out. Very key. Now, we get to our recruitment page. This is our recruitment offer, and of course it is always a fantastic offer. We have currently the main package here, which is £30, and at the moment, very, very excited to say that we have the Christmas package as well. So please do show this to the host as well, and mention if they're not interested to also highlight to a friend, because you never know who will be interested in our job. The next slide that we have in our pack is the offers for the hosts and the guests. Now, the reason why we have this in the pack is to obviously get the hosts very excited in wanting these products themselves, and that is in the hope that they will therefore go out and get more guests to come along. So by highlighting this to the host, they may want this, so they'll push it out to the actual friends and family to come along to their workshop. And on the other side, you have the guest offer, which again is really important to highlight to the host, because if there's anybody that can't make it, then they can also place an order, and with this offer here, placing £40, you get a free gift. Hopefully you'll get an offer over £40, so it's very key again to highlight this to the host. And now we're going to move on to the very important brochures that we have here. They're beautiful, aren't they? Now, firstly, we need to make sure that we label up all the brochures very clearly with our details. And as you see on the back there, we've got a lovely little box, so we can just put all our details down there. And it's very important to do that, because if anyone does look at the brochure outside of the actual workshop, they have your details to hand. So then we have the 5 order forms. As you can see, there's 3 already inside the 3 brochures, and we have the 2 spare order forms within the pack as well. All the order forms, do make sure that you have very clearly marked on the order form your details, because again, if anyone does place an order, then they'll have your details to hand if they want to restock or order anything else for that matter. So going back to the brochures, as we've said, they're labelled, we've got the order forms inside, and also inside we have, very cleverly, the guest offer. And as you can see, we've got 2 offers on this month, and it is just a little incentive for those people outside that can't make it to the workshop to actually order a little bit more just to get that offer on there. Now the last thing we have in the pack is our paper invites. These are wonderful to hand out for the host to their friends and family. As you can see, it's got all the details they would need on the back there. When you speak to the host, tell your host to hand each friend 2 of these if you've got enough to spare, because then you can ask that friend to pass on to another friend so they can also come along to the workshop. It's a great way of boosting numbers. And also, do advise the host not to always solely rely on paperwork. Do use Facebook, you can set up an event as well, and most people email and text as well. And people generally do remind them closer to the workshop as well, just to make sure that everyone can make it. So there you go, that is our pack. And we do, again, go over the pack with the host when we do the host coaching call. But at the moment, they will have all the paperwork they need at their fingertips.